Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support. And to my new audience, thank you for stopping by. In today's tutorial, we want to learn how to cut and sew a half circle skirt. We have full circle skirt, which is 360 degrees, and we have half circle. Full circle. This is our full circle skirt. But the one that we want to sew today is half. So half of this full circle. That will be something like this is a full circle and this is half circle. So today we want to learn how to sew a half circle skirt. So the formula for you to use and how you will fold your fabric is what we are going to learn today. For full circle skirt, the formula is circumference. That's the circumference of the circle equal to 2 pi r. Where to see is actually the circumference of the waist you are cutting the skirt for, and pi is 22/7. When you divide 22 by 7, that gives you 3.142. And the radius, the r, is what we are looking for. That is where, for example, when you fold your fabric, the starting point that you want to mark your waist measurement, that is the radius that we are looking for now. So I've said it earlier, for full circle skirt, the circumference is 2 pi r. To find your r, that will be the circumference all over 2 pi. And once you divide your circumference by 2 pi, then you will have your radius, which is where the starting point, where you impute your waist measurement. So for half circle that we want to sew today, the radius will be circumference all over pi. Remember that the full circle is 2 pi. So once you divide that into 2, since we are making use of half circle, we are sewing for half circle. So when you divide 2 pi r into 2, that will give you pi r. Circumference will equal pi r for half circle skirt. So now to find r, r will be circumference all over pi. Where circumference is the round waist that we are sewing for. For example, the waist that I'm working with is 34 inches. So once I divide 34 by pi, I said earlier that pi is 3.142. So once I divide the waist by pi, whatever I have is where I will start marking the waist. So before then, you need to add your zipper allowance, or should I say your seam allowance. So when you add your seam allowance, that will be 34. That is the waist circumference plus your seam allowance, which you can decide to add 1 inches, you can decide to add 2, you can decide to add 1.5, depending on what you want. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to add 2 inches for my seam allowance. When I add 2 to my waist measurement, which is 34, I will have 36. So 36 divided by 3.142 will now give me 11.45. So whatever is your waist measurement, when you measure around your waist plus the seam allowance you are using, if you are using 1, then you add 1. That will give you, for example, if your waist is 30, you add 1, that will give you 31. Then you divide by 3.14. So depending on what the measurement of the waist you are working with is, plus the seam allowance that you want to use, then you divide it by 3.142, which is for half circle. Then whatever you have is your radius. So that is where the waist. You impute your waist measurement when you fold your fabric diagonally. That is where you will impute your waist measurement. And the skirt length that I'm working with is 25 inches plus 1.5 inch folding allowance. That will give me 26.5 inches. So when I add this my 26.5 inches to 11.45, then I will determine how I will fold my fabric. So the material that I'm working with here is about 2 meters and will be enough for the style. So the next thing now is for me to fold my fabric so that you will see how to fold the fabric. Then we will cut. So fold my fabric like this into 2. Then I will fold again this way. I believe you can see. That's folding it diagonally. So I will go to my table so that you will see it very well. I was trying to show you how to fold the fabric. So I have folded my fabric the way I showed you earlier. Can you see? Fold it into 2, then fold it back. Remember that I said that the length that I'm working with is 25 inches. Then I will add folding allowance at the hemming allowance of 1.5 inches. And also I will make use of waistband of 1.5 inches. My waistband will be 1.5 inches. So I will minus that 1.5 inches from my main skirt length. The skirt length of 25 inches minus 1.5 inches. Like that will give me 23 inches. So my skirt length will be 23 inches. When I add my folding allowance of 1.5, that will return it back to 25 inches skirt length. Remember that our radius is 11.45 and the skirt length is 25 with the folding allowance because I've minus the waistband. So what I will do now is for me to mark the radius, that is 11.45. So starting from the tip of this my fabric, I will mark 11.45. So mark it all round. So after marking it, I will connect my point. Can you see it? This is our waist line. So after marking my radius, there's the waist point. We then measure the full length of the skirt. Remember that the full length I'm working with is 25 inches. When I add the 11.5, which is this radius, so that I can start from this point to measure it down to make it easier. When I add 11.45 to 25 inches, it will give me 36.45. So I will measure my 36.45 and mark it. I'll measure it round. I'm connecting these points. So I'll finish marking all my points. What I'll do next is for me to cut out the fabric. Then for my joining allowance to join the waistband to the skirt, if I go and join it like this, it will increase the waist. So the 0.5 I'm joining with, I will mark it upward. So I will mark my 0.5 inches upward. I will mark my half an inch, that is 0.5 inch upward for the joining of the waist. So I will then cut. So when I'm joining it, I will actually join at the main point. So I have gone ahead to cut the band that I'm using. I said earlier that I'm using 1.5 inches band, but my band here is 4. When I fold it into 2, when I fold it this way, that will be 2. Then I will use half an inch on both sides to join it. That will make the actual band to be 1.5 inches. So now I will go to my sewing machine. I will attach the band, then I will join the side seam. I'll bring it for you to see. So as you can see, I'm done joining my waistband. I've joined my waistband and I have ironed it out. So the next thing I will do is for me to hem the skirt. Remember, I used 1.5 inches, so I will fold it and fold it in again and hem the down part of the skirt. After hemming it, then I will join the side seam. So I've finished sewing the skirt. I have joined my waistband. I have folded the hem. So I have installed my invisible zipper. If you don't know how to install your invisible zipper, search on this my channel. You will see the easiest way to install your invisible zipper, even if you don't have a zipper foot. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe and share our videos. See you on our next tutorial. Bye bye.